Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Back again with Lean Goes Live, talking all things travel and empowerment through golf. And it's been semi quiet in travel this week, but I've been doing reading. So, what I wanted to share was just some of the things that I'm seeing that are coming through the pipeline for travelers and like booking for 2022 and 2023. And so the last time I was on, I shared with you, I got connected with some of our suppliers, and I'm just seeing some of the marketing material that they're putting out for the coming years. This one that I'm going to share from today is from Pearl Cruises, Pearl Seas. And I haven't even heard of them before. But what I like about this company is that they are doing cruises mostly in like the northern part of America, like North America, but along the coast from different places on the East Coast. So I'll just show you some of the maps and things like as we move forward. So there's the historic treasures of the East Coast, and I don't think I've ever thought about taking a cruise along the East Coast, but it's a thing. So you could start from like the Carolinas area and stop in like Virginia, Baltimore, Philly, Newport, and Portland, go all the way up to Maine, and then Nova Scotia. And if you had any questions about like the different ports and things like that, you could let me know. They're really cute pictures of just like the little towns. Some of the towns like I never even thought of before. So I thought those are really nice. And then this other one is the Canadian Maritimes and the St. Lawrence Seaway. So you go up, so after you get to Nova Scotia, then you go in between the US and Canada, and then the rest of their cruises, a lot of them are like that. So I'll show you. This is like part of the one of the routes that you would take. So I think that one is pretty cool as well. And then I'll go further. I won't beat around on this, as this is pretty straightforward. But there was one other one that I thought was really nice. Yeah, this one, the Great Lakes and the Georgian Bay. So you start in Toronto and then you end up in Milwaukee. But you go from Toronto, then you pass through the Niagara Falls and then go to Windsor and all the way up through like Canada region. You go to Midland in Ontario, Parry Sound, Little Current, all of these, some of these places I don't even know. But then you end up in Milwaukee. So you get to go through Lake Erie. So you're cruising on Lake Erie, Lake Huron, and then Lake Michigan. And then the photos from there, they all just look really beautiful. But again, this is what the route would look like. Yeah. So that's just a quick snippet about the Pearl Seas cruises. And they have packages now that are going on from putting cruises from 2022 up until 2023. So if anyone is thinking about cruising in North America and Canada, definitely let me know and I'll get you set up there. As far as doing more things in travel and for empowerment through golf, I also did want to make a plug for a book that we just read in our travel space. And that's one thing that I love about the company that we work with. It's really heavy on the personal development area. And we just had to read this book, The Consistency Chain for Network Marketing. And consistency is the key to life, right? As a golfer, we hear this all the time. Like all of the students who come to you, like, oh, I just want to hit it more consistent. I want to be more consistent with my driver off the tee. I want to be more consistent in my putting. I want to be more consistent, more consistent. Up until like the other day, you know, in another class, we were talking about how sometimes it may not be in the cards for like anyone really to be consistent 100% of the time, but you can do things that are repeatable. But I did like this book, just speaking about it in the sense of like our travel business, about just being consistent with like your actions and the work that you need to do. And it also took me back to something, in the sciences, like the last class that I had to take. Some of the content is a little heavy, and then you're also studying like while you're working, and like 1 week took me 2 weeks to do. Like 1 week of material would take me like actually 2 weeks to like sit down, read, listen to the lecture, do the assignment, and things like that, and process. And then after week 4, I was like, I'm not doing well in this. Like, why am I still here? So I paused for a while because I sort of felt like I was going through the motions. And then picking back up, even though it was after a long while after, because I just didn't feel like I was even going to pass. But I stuck it out and got it complete. But what this book says, even though like you do take a break, with the things that you want to be consistent with, it's okay to take breaks and then just get back on and do the things that you need to do to achieve your goal. And we can chop things down into bite-sized pieces, do things one day at a time. And I know we probably all have heard somebody before mention to us, like just focus on doing one thing, do it one day at a time. One small task can get you to, your ultimate goal. So this book is literally just like rehashing those things. And then on the side of empowerment through golf, obviously we had our 2 year or 4 year, excuse me, celebration a few weekends ago. We're in the process of, putting the action together for our programming for 2022. Thinking about a lot more STEM programming for the organization so that we can continue to build in that area, in that arena. And things are going really well. So again, we just always want to thank anyone and everyone who supports the organization and continues to see us grow and help us develop. So I'm doing a lot of teaching at the Sorrento Canyon Golf Center. So weekends are the time where I do lessons, and I also do virtual golf lessons. So if ever you wanted to like just talk about golf etiquette, that is a lesson in itself. We can do things virtually where we can just have a call. If it's like a group of ladies who are interested in, stepping out into the golf course and not too sure like what to do, what to wear, how should I, like, can I be myself? Yes, you can be yourself in the world of golf, and the world of golf needs you. So I didn't want to spend too much time here today, but I definitely wanted to, again, just touch on a little bit of travel. So Pearl Sea Cruises, this is a new cruise line that I'm learning about, and they are specifically over on the East Coast, doing cruises along the East Coast and up in North America through Canada. So they have some really cool routes if anyone is interested in those types of trips. And then also in our space of travel and marketing, we read a really awesome book, The Consistency Chain. If anybody wanted to get it and read it, because as I always say, with this company that we're working with, I love the personal development. It's not just about like, do the work, but also make sure that you as the individual is building and developing as well as you continue to grow in your business. So those things were really awesome over the last couple of days. And then at Empowerment Through Golf, we're just continuing to make our presence known at the Sorrento Canyon Golf Center. And I love being able to be there and teach. Just you I'm watching so many golf swings now. It's insane. So they just sort of like replay in my mind all the time. And then within the organization itself, we're gearing up for the programming for next year. So we're already looking into 2022 and what we're going to be offering our students. And as a part of the 4th year celebration wrap up, so that is usually but that is usually the event that allows us to get funding to carry out the work that we want to do for the following year. And so we have 2 projects that we're going to be focusing on, and we're in the logistic review area of that, and going to get everything executed. And just we're really looking forward already to 2022. So continue to follow us on our Instagram, our Facebook, go to our website, sign up for the newsletter. We're going to be doing more on the newsletter area, so look out for that. But we definitely want our name to be known throughout San Diego, so that the program here grows, so that we can continue to, offer the service to our young students and the greater community in San Diego region. And anywhere in the world you can be part of the mission of Empowerment Through Golf, which is diversifying the fields of golf and STEM and encouraging the next generation to walk through the doors of success. So everyone have a great rest of your Friday and enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.